It's really interesting because they're so grateful. They're just so grateful, and they thank you for your time. And I'm not sure exactly what goes on in the conversation, but it's little more than listening and encouraging. And these students today are mature students. They're professionally qualified, and they're doing this. They've been given accreditation of prior learning, and they're doing 2 units to demonstrate graduate qualities. They can do it. They're well able to do it, but just it's a confidence thing. So that little bit of time over the video there, and that guy was 7 minutes, and the lady before, I think she was 7 minutes. What happens is these people put positive messages up on the forums, and that encourages the rest of the group. So any further questions that come up on the forums, this lot then answer them. So it's kind of you train the students to support each other. Yeah, cool.
What benefit does that have?
From my point of view, how good is it if the students are actually answering each other's questions? That encourages learning. And then as the online facilitator, all you have to do is keep an eye on what's going backwards and forwards. And you don't have to answer every comment. When you see something that's really cool, you go over the top saying this is a very good answer because of this and this, and encourage them. And if you see something that's not strictly correct, you kind of sort of benevolent dictator, very benevolent with the first lot. Yeah, thank you for your answer. However, can I add some clarification here? What? Yeah, but that rarely happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good.
How do you get the students to support each other's learning?
So, Gilly Salmon model, I don't know if you're familiar with that, is kind of this build up. So, first part is get away from this assumption that everyone can use a technology, because they can't, and it's really hard. And with Susanna, we saw that we couldn't get on Skype and she's in Gloucester or somewhere. So people can't use a technology. You might be used to the forums that you've got in your Moodle area or your Blackboard area, the students aren't. So if you don't get over that stage, they're out of the course. They just leave. So before you get anywhere near content, make sure everyone can use the stuff and is familiar with it. So the first couple of weeks, do our best to keep them away from content, try and keep them away from how we assessed and how we marked. Just, can you find stuff? Can you introduce yourself? So I start with mine. Who are you? I'm David, what I do, work here at the university, Manchester Metropolitan University. I'm interested in this, that and the other. Watch Manchester United, really looking forward to this course, dead excited because we've got loads of us from all over the world. And you just get hold of me like this and this. So that's all I do. So no, don't get anywhere near content. And then once you're at that point and students can think about how using the stuff and they've got over that hurdle, and then sort of started making entries on the forums, then they ask questions about, is there anything you've seen in the news this week that might link to any of the topics we're covering? So once again, I'm not asking them to demonstrate that they've learned loads, just put a link into a newspaper article. Those that write on the online forums usually end up sending great stuff in. And the beauty of the online forums is that other students can see how the other students write. We do a weekly newsletter. Don't write swathes of academic content, because that's for the students to go and discover. There's learning materials. But I do a newsletter on a mail merge and just go, hey, here's what's going on this week, here's what might be useful, here's what we're focusing on this week, hope you're doing well, see you in the forums. And then they answer their questions on the forums. So I know that a bit like watching someone on the television, you think you know them, they think they know me. These are mature students, so try and link it to stuff they're already doing. So Judith, who was banging on about, I've never written academic pieces before. Well, just like, of course you haven't. No, that's why I do this course. Yeah, you haven't, that's right. Yeah, you're right. How can you? Until you've done it. So just challenge like that. But you write stuff every day at work, so it can't be that different. Yeah, just agree with them. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard, not easy. Hey, you've got to earn the degree, so just make them feel it's okay that they're struggling a bit.
So if someone who doesn't do anything online, but has a lot of sort of face-to-face time with their students. How do you think that some of the things you've learned from doing the online stuff can affect their teaching?
Oh, great question. It's impersonal, but when you have those interactions, they're very, very personal and focused, and the things that the students tell you online, certainly in these video conversations, they're the same things that the face-to-face students are going through. They have to be the same things, so you can get an insight into what's going on. And that the lady talking about, she's really worried about writing some stuff. You know, isn't that the worry that most of our students have? Kind of scared about writing stuff up and sending it in. Expose yourself, don't you? You know, and it's a lot of confidence to do that. You're worried about what someone will say, and is it not good enough? Kind of feedback when you get. So that those students are a good reminder to the full-timers that we see that actually what are they worried about? Online stuff's hard. It's hard for the tutor, so it's about being organised and being unavailable and kind of having the limits clear.
You can find more films and podcasts on our website. Go to celt.mmu.ac.uk/good practice. Thanks for watching.